please, feel free to hop into the vehicle as well. And then the next point, unless I'm missing anything, please point it out. If you see something, please point it out. We're all here to learn from each other. Just because I wear this uniform or, we're experts or whatever, doesn't mean that we know everything. So if you see something, please say something. We are here to learn from everybody, And then lastly, if we can have maybe 2 groups of people. One group can be for the people that don't know how to use iNaturalist. So if you do not know how to use iNaturalist, have no idea what that is, and need to practice, Olivia is raising her hand. She will volunteer to help you. So please walk towards her. Everybody else that feels comfortable taking photos and just wants to explore and stuff, feel free to do so. Try to stay kind of close to each other. If we're going down this trail, don't just leave to another trail. But if you do just want to leave, let us know. But yeah, you should probably stick closer to the group so we don't leave you behind, unless you just want to stay here and not be part of the group, but also still let us know. Okay, so am I missing anything? Stay hydrated. Drink water. Good for you.
There's water in the van, so there's an extra jug in there, so if you need to refill, let me know. We can run back and grab it.
Yes, the snacks are still in the truck. They're there for you to, whenever you need to get a snack or anything. Am I missing anything else? Any questions? No? Okay. ¿Español?
Sí, lo que dijo Nancy es de que tengan cuidado cuando estén tomando fotos. Es temporada de víboras, así que tengan cuidado para que haya víboras. Y cuando estén tomando fotos, si se llegan a agachar mucho, nomás miren de que no haya cactus alrededor, porque si no se pueden espinar. Va a haber 2 grupos, en lo que un grupo va a ser los que saben usar la aplicación y otro grupo que no sabe usar la aplicación. En el grupo de Olivia es experta en usar la aplicación y ella les puede enseñar cómo usar la aplicación. Y por favor, dame mucha agua. Hay más agua en el carro y hay también snacks.
Y si se quieren ir temprano, Jessie va a salir temprano si quieren entrar en su carro y irse. Okay, so, all right. So the group that needs to be with Olivia, if you can head on over with Olivia, and everybody else, we can start walking this way.
I've also got some personal bug spray because the mosquitoes are worse than we thought, so if anybody would like that.
Oh, you saw that.
Alright, so this is more of a flexible, if you want to
you guys really know if we're refugees?
Around. I did forget my water, so I'm going to go get that. But y'all feel free to start walking kind of slowly, and then we'll all catch up to each other. Jesse, you want to kind of lead? Yeah, just kind of flow that way. I'm going to go grab my water because I forgot to grab it. Right, what do we got?
Is there anything particular about this area that makes it so special?
There's a lot of things about particularly the estuary. So estuary is where freshwater meets the ocean. You get that mix in between of brackish water, salt, and fresh water. There's a lot of life out here. We've got a huge amount of biodiversity in San Diego County. We actually have we have the highest biodiversity than any other county in the U.S., which is pretty rad. Not a lot of people know that, so I love to brag as a local San Diegan that we've got a huge diversity of plants and wildlife here. It's protected habitat, and so folks aren't able to develop on it or mistreat it, which is wonderful for not only wildlife, but for us that get to come out and enjoy nature.
Right. Is the fresh water the same water that comes from the Tijuana River Valley?
Yeah, we would say the estuary is part of the Tijuana River watershed.
Mm-hmm.
So watershed is any of that fresh water flowing in. Mm-hmm. And so the majority of it is coming from the Tijuana River. Mm-hmm. About 3/4 of the watershed is in Tijuana, and then we have about 1/4 here in California.
Gotcha.
So if you've ever been out to the Laguna Mountains or Lake Marina, though that's fresh water that flows here.
Gotcha. So all the way even east past all of the border stuff here, it goes in, it crosses through the border, right? And they have the San Diego Water Commission owns that area and restricts that property out by the mountains, but that's part of the same river that leads all the way out here, correct?
The Tijuana River crosses in San Isidro. But the water that comes, there's other
Because
sources
it's a
of
big
water
watershed
yes,
that comes
exactly.
down. Yeah.
So out east in the mountains, we've got streams and
Yeah.
smaller sources.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Cool. Yeah, I didn't know that when I went out there,
Yeah.
and I was trying to go to the border, and when I got to the sign, it said this is owned by the water company. I go, what do you mean the water company? You know, San Diego watershed, but I didn't know what that meant at the time. And so I looked into it, and it was, you know, a reserve and right for different flows that lead this way.
Yeah, so there is, it's international waters. Those waters cross, and so we have a strong relationship with folks across the border. To
Gotcha.
It's a big job.
Gotcha. No, I appreciate it.
I don't say we as in myself and state parks.
Oh, okay.
The International Water Commission.
Yeah. Sweet. If there's anything else you ever want to add, you just let me know. I don't want to put you on the spot all the time, but I appreciate the little dialogue right there. For anyone that comes out here without you guys, is there like general rules or?
That would be more a question for Nancy, since right now we are within the National Wildlife Refuge.
Okay.
You know, I can give you the general, but yeah, for more specifics, that would be for her.
Okay.
I mean, overall,
No, that's cool.
respecting
that's
nature
fair.
as you recreate.
Yeah. No, I appreciate it. Thank you.
Yeah.
So here we are. Welcome everybody to the stream. This is like you were hearing, the estuary down here, and we're basically right next to the Navy base, so that's right over this hill right here, and then you'll see IB in the distance. And yeah, there's lots of plants. There's an app to use. You can go online and check out the website. I would recommend it. Has a lot of information. Let me grab that app. It is right here. It's called iNaturalist. It's like a green bird as the app, and not sure if it does AI identification. I'll try to do one right now and see what it does, and we'll see if we can make an observation. So we got a cactus right here, and we're gonna make an observation, take a photo while using the app, and then we're gonna try to make it a good photo. And we'll hit OK. Uploading. And now it wants you to say, what do you see? I don't know. Or just leave it blank and others may help you. So I'm going to type in, help me. And we'll add that one. So now it's synchronizing. And they said that you can use this app pretty much anywhere to add data. So if you're collecting stuff in your local neighborhoods, it should work as well. I'm sure there's tons of people who do it locally, and that's where all this data comes from. So now if you go online to the iNaturalist app or web page, you'll see Chula Vista Live Data has posted its first observation. So we'll try to talk with Southwestern College professor of biology. Looking up his name right now on the flyer. Just give me 1 second here. There's a couple mosquitoes. It's not too bad though. we'll make it down to the end of the path here and see. It looks like it goes a little further too. How many migrating birds do they get, like, coming into this area?
Yeah, so we, that's one of the huge numbers in biodiversity. Folks have recorded about 370 different species of birds.
Wow, okay.
And 300 of those are migratory.
Nice.
The vast majority are visitors and utilize this place to rest and refuel, or to breed if it's that time of year for them.
Mm-hmm.
So, essential for them.
Yeah, no, I saw a couple off in the distance flying, so.
Yeah, so we're on the Pacific Flyway, the big migration route that they all rely on.
Cool, cool. I'm sure it's not all about the plants, right? In the biodiversity part of it, it includes wildlife.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, when we say biodiversity, we're talking about plants, animals, fungus,
Right.
anything really.
Is there like a good mushroom hunting around here? Or?
I don't know about in the salt marsh. I don't think they like salt all that much.
Right.
Yeah, so not here, but I know that's a fun foraging hobby for folks.
Oh yeah, well, and the plants thrive off the mycelium network, so I'm sure there's something. It's just not maybe what we'll see.
What's special about this place, and we're surrounded by it right now, this is all pickleweed.
Okay.
And so they require, or not that they require, but they're adapted to survive salt in the soil, which most plants are not.
Yeah.
So that's really unique.
High magnesium content, right?
Sodium.
Sodium.
For sure,
Okay.
yeah. It supports nesting habitat. It supports habitat for all sorts of animals besides birds, but
Right.
one that we would have here is a species of concern, and that would be the Belding savanna sparrow. Relies on pickleweed.
Okay.
They're a sweet little bird. I'm hoping we see one out here. I hear a lot of chipping right now, so
Right.
I'm curious as to what. I'm a huge bird nerd, so
No,
that's usually what I end up getting
that's cool.
distracted by.
That's cool.
It's called pickleweed, but I'll tell you what. So when somebody pointed out to me that it looks more like asparagus,
Mm-hmm.
I can't unsee asparagus now when I look at it.
What do you guys think?
Pickleweed.
Here's some pickleweed for you.
Yeah. So if you see the pickleweed there's a lot of it that has reddish orange.
Mm-hmm.
That reddish orange is the salt that it's getting rid of. So it's adapted to use the water that's in the soil, even if it's salty, and then the salt goes to the top,
Mm-hmm.
and then the tops just fall right off.
Yeah, the plants will show you what nutrients they're uptaking.
Okay, excellent.
We get the same thing I'm from the cannabis industry, so we deal with whatever the plants want to react to.
For sure.
We're supposed to fix it, so. You guys don't come out here and this is natural. You don't come out here with your nutrients and pour it over it or
That's
nothing.
right. I mean, and Nancy would tell you that, there is a certain level of management. And so once they're established, we want to encourage the thriving of the native species versus the non-native plants. And so there is a level of management when it comes to caring for the refuge. And part of that includes removing non-native species that will basically spread and choke out native plants like the pickleweed.
Is there special days that the public can come down and volunteer to help remove those?
We do have volunteer opportunities for both U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service and California State Parks.
Okay.
Where when you sign up as a volunteer, you can participate in
You'll get
habitat
email
restoration.
notifications and things like that to come out.
It's usually a regular sign up that you can participate in our restoration efforts and in
Restoration,
our native or non-native removal of
Gotcha,
native species.
gotcha. I'm sure there's going to be 100 more questions coming up because as you talk more and more, it's like unfolding. So.
Sure. If anyone else is curious about what we're seeing and about this place, I'm happy to respond. I paused because of the pickleweed, but there's certainly plenty of it for us
Yeah.
to see.
Is that the dominant one?
What's that? Say that again?
Is that the dominant?
They're not necessarily. It's just a good representation of a healthy salt marsh when you have pickleweed. Okay. Yeah. So it's kind of when we talk about ecosystem health, sometimes we use the word indicator species, and it's an indication of good health or bad health in the ecosystem. And sometimes that's birds, plants, or all sorts of other animals that can be like sensitive and healthy. So the fact that we've got pickleweed
Sorry guys, I'm just trying to take a picture.
Oh, okay.
Oh, there's just ants. They're big ants and they have wings.
I don't think so.
So this is the pickleweed, right? And then what do we have over here? We have a red plant. What do you guys think that is? I'll be posting some photos. You know, for a lot of different reasons. So you could probably even use the app and take a picture of my phone or the screen and put in your own identification while you're watching. I'm sure there's tons of ways to get involved. Let's go over here for a second. So do you take those pictures and then bring them back to the class to share it, or?
Oh no, I put them on iNaturalist.
On the app.
They
Okay.
actually go straight in iNaturalist. Yeah.
Gotcha.
There's an app and there's a website.
Okay. Yeah, I saw the website's a little more informative.
It's got more functions than the app does, so I typically use the website more than I use the app.
Gotcha. So now that I have the live stream going, what can you tell people in Chula Vista or in San Diego area about what we're here to do today?
Oh, today we're just looking at, we're doing a biological survey, really. We're looking at all the life that we can find, that we can photograph. We're looking at plants, we're looking at animals, fungi. If we ran into any mushrooms, that would be good too. But yeah, so, you know, we're gonna see a lot of birds today, we're gonna see a lot of plants today. As it gets warmer, we're gonna see a lot more insects too, not just mosquitoes. So, you know, we already saw a northern harrier on the fence over there, which is a type of, like a hawk sort of. And then, you know, there's pelicans around and other shorebirds around. So yeah, that's
Nice.
typically what we're looking for right now.
Right. Have you ever found some mushrooms out here? I did Jackson State Forest. It's the only state forest that allows mushroom hunting.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Yeah, so after it rains, you'll start seeing mushrooms pop up, but you know, we're a long way from rainy season right now.
Right.
It still feels like you know, the middle of summer, even though we're in fall already. So
Definitely.
we're close to fall. But yeah, so definitely no mushrooms today.
Right.
Southern California, yeah, usually the mushrooms will pop up at the end during the rainy season.
You know, at Chula Vista City Hall, they have a big mushroom on, like it's a hardwood one that grows right off of it. I forget the name of it. It's a brown one.
Oh, okay.
But it's interesting because I wasn't expecting to see a mushroom growing on the side of a tree at the
Yeah.
Chula Vista Hall.
Yeah.
You'd expect it maybe out here, but
Yeah.
well, if you do spot something and you want to point it out, please pull me aside and let me know what you see, and we'll tell everybody on the stream what exactly.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
So,
I will point it out.
I appreciate it.
We found a velvet ant.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
The red one or a white one?
No, it's a white one.
That's a big one.
Yeah.
The size of a car.
I know today's a special day, but does the Fish and Wildlife Services do other days?
We do a lot of events. So there's a few of them actually coming up here in September where we celebrate Latino Conservation Week. So there's a number of events that are happening throughout here, and also Tijuana River Action Month is happening at the middle of the month in September, so from like mid-September to mid-October. So there's a lot of overlapping events from those two annual celebrations that are happening in this general area.
God, is the Tijuana one also happening down south, like on the other side of the border? Okay.
Yeah, so it is definitely happening on both sides of the border, and there is a website for the Tijuana River Action Month. And so, and also California State Parks, the Tijuana Estuary, their calendar will tell you all the events happening there.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Is you know, this is gonna maybe be just a
Sure.
shot out there, but what is it that the locals here in Chula Vista or in San Diego could do to help U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service. Like, you know, what do you guys need? What could we offer to help you guys?
Yeah. Well, one of the easiest things to do is just to come to events like this, to be honest. So just supporting what we're doing out here. We love getting to know people that live in the area. That's how we build relationships, you know, with the community. Just so when they come to us, and then we also go to them to their events. I go to a lot of events over at Veterans Park around here. And so that is one way to support us, just by getting to know each other.
No, that's perfect. That's perfect. I'll, you know, you're getting passed along right now, so I hope everybody, you know, I didn't know if maybe people could donate and like support certain causes, and it's through you guys, or if you guys are separate from those causes.
We are separate from those.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha. No, that's fair. That's fair. And we'll be forwarding this information. Obviously, we're out here today just to let you guys know. And it's a decent sized group. Would you say that there's sometimes more people that show, or is this about an average number, or?
Today we have a lot of people, which is really good. Sometimes we have less people, which is totally fine.
Yeah.
But we are trying to get about this size of a number.
Right.
This is as much as we can probably manage anyway.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, yeah. Because, I mean, getting everybody out here sharing their images, and they can just do this every day on the app and everything.
Yeah. So today is just one of those days where we're out here sharing, you know, the morning and learning from each other.
Yeah.
So as you can tell, we have two different groups happening here. This is the people that already kind of have a feel for like what to do and how to like upload their images to that platform. And then we have a different group out there where it's slower going, it's more accessible, it's also bilingual. So for the folks that are just learning how to do this and just be out here and just learning what to look for in order to identify different species.
Right.
Yeah.
So with this group, is the interpreter doing like the translation right away for the other? Because there's a lot of Spanish speakers in my community, and I always try to get them both sides, right?
Exactly.
I don't speak Spanish. I understand a little bit, right?
Yeah.
I'm from Chula Vista, but
Right.
yeah, I'd probably just walk back over to her group for a little while and try to get some of the Spanish content, so that way everybody can, you know, feel equally represented.
Exactly. Thank you so much.
Yeah, no, I appreciate it.
See you in a bit.
Yeah. You know, that's what I do for you guys. I don't steer away from it. Try to get everybody's content for them. Yesterday we had some good speakers that came up after the meeting, and you know, the whole thing is sometimes we need translation. It just needs to be that way. So but it's actually not that, it's like a nice little walk out here. Like everybody's just hanging out. Definitely suggest, if you haven't been down this way, like I said, you can come down here and walk the trail. It's probably not good during the rainy season because it'd probably get a little muddy, but look, there's a dragonfly right here. Oh man, he's flying everywhere. Come on. Hold still. I can't focus on him. Let's see if I got any. Dragonfly just does not want to have his picture taken. He's hanging out with me, bro. You guys see him? It's like flying all over the place. How are you guys doing?
Good. And you?
You're the translator, right?
Yes.
I was wondering if I, not to bother, the group here, but if you had a second, if you could say something in Spanish to the crowd about what's going on here, what you're looking at, what you see, and then, any words to get them involved, like, they could show up, they could, but I'll leave it up to you, whatever you want to say. I don't know what you're going to be saying because I don't speak Spanish that good, so, but yeah, go for it whenever you're ready.
Okay. Hola, mi nombre es Karina Ornelas, trabajo con San Diego Bird Alliance, soy la coordinadora de conservación de extensión con San Diego Bird Alliance y el día de hoy estamos aquí en Tijuana Slough, estamos documentando todas las especies de plantas y animales que podamos mirar. Nuestra meta el día de hoy es mirar 30 especies. Ahora el día es día de la biodiversidad de California, así que nuestro focus el día de hoy es documentar todo lo que pasa aquí en California, de cuántas especies hay. Y también es mes de septiembre, significa que Latino Conservation Week se acerca, que viene siendo septiembre 14 a septiembre 22 y vamos a tener toda una semana llena de eventos, así que espero que puedan acompañarnos y para más información visiten sandiegobirdalliance.org y van a poder mirar todos los eventos que tenemos y todos los eventos serán bilingües. Así que gracias, los espero.
Thank you. And if you ever see anything while we're walking, just let me know and then we'll get you on stream, because trying to, in Chula Vista, there's a lot of Spanish speakers and I need to get them the content too, so that way they can join in and maybe they feel left out because it's only in English, so I want to bring them together. So I appreciate the translation and just let me know.
Okay, I will.
Just pull me aside.
Okay,
thank you.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that'll do it. That'll do it.
Interesting, huh?
Yeah.
See some good stuff, or?
Finding some cool native plants. We've heard some cool birds so far. A lot of spiders.
Right.
A lot of orb weavers. So.
Mm-hmm. What would you tell someone from San Diego to get them to want to come down here? Like, what's a reason they should want to do this?
Anybody that wants to get outside, that wants to discover a new place, this is for everybody. That's why these events are so fun, because from beginners to experts, we get everybody out in a big group, all from different walks of life, and everyone's got something that they know and that they can share. So
sweet,
yeah.
Sweet. And you're with
the San Diego Natural History Museum.
So okay, so yeah. We've spoken to the U.S. Oh, forgive me.
Fish and Wildlife Service.
Fish and Wildlife. That was it. And then you're with the History Museum. Mm-hmm. Okay, so what is it that the History Museum is doing here?
We are one of the only institutions in Balboa Park that still has a research arm. So the majority of our museum is research focused, and our kind of slogan at this time is that we're here for nature. And so a lot of that has to do with documenting biodiversity in our region, which includes San Diego County and Baja California. So that's what we're here to do, to get people outside and help them experience nature in a different way.
Is there an event that's going on that people will be able to see some of this at the History Museum, or something relevant to what's going on right now there?
Not currently, but we are going to have a lot of events that are coming up this September that are all about getting people outside in different parts of the county. So we hope you come out to those. We've got them all on our website.
What is there right now?
We've got this event. It's also September through October is Tijuana River Action Month, so we've got some events that we're doing with U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service for that as well.
Okay, so you're tied in. What's at the museum though? I'm sorry.
I mean, we've got a lot of fun exhibits that kind of go back through time of how nature has changed in San Diego County over all of the years. So it's a good, cool thing to come and check out.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
So there you guys have it. We've got each representative of the independent government agencies to give us the lowdown, and we hope that everybody that's watching can come down here and get involved. You know, this is non-political, so it doesn't matter your party. You come down and you care about the environment, and we all work as a team and we fix the issues at hand, right? Or we at least put in the effort to hear each other out. And you know, you really think that people would just come together on these things, because it's it's not that we don't want the same thing, right? Now when you hear the trigger words like 2030 or something, a lot of things are also let's say better in a situation where those words wouldn't matter. So sometimes I have to look past some of the words that they're using to see the bigger picture of why we're really here, right? I'm here to represent my community, right? I'm here to let them know that I will bring 10 times the amount of people with me, because there are people who just couldn't join, like come here today. Should that mean that you don't get to be involved? No, it doesn't mean that. As a matter of fact, it means all you gotta do is turn on the live stream. You could go to their app and download the iNaturalist app, and you could participate right in your neighborhood today. You know, that's how easy we make it, rather than forcing people to do things that it's just maybe the wrong timing, right? So you can just get out today, and even though you're not here on site, right, you can still participate in the day of their events. So, you know, I've always grown up here, right? So I look for the fun things to do, and came to highlight the employees of the government that do a good job, right? And you know, there's no reason to be scared of a camera in 2024. So they've all been super nice, very professional. I would recommend anyone come out here and do this. I know that there could be more work done, but it just takes getting people out here to do it. So I will ask them the hard question here in a second, though. Does anyone want to answer the hard question?
What is the hard?
Because I got the hard one now. From the sewage and the overflow coming, right? What is the effects to this land?
I don't have hard data for that, so I don't think I can
That's fair.
answer that correctly.
No, that's fair.
Yeah. So
I didn't know if they had maybe a fact sheet that they've developed or something.
Right,
I
yeah.
know that they're doing an investigation.
Exactly.
So
yeah.
I don't want you guys to speak beforehand.
Exactly.
It would be speaking beforehand.
Yeah.
But is it something that you guys are aware of?
Oh, yeah.
So
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
just undeniable at that
There are
point.
biologists that are studying water, wildlife, soil, all of that.
Yeah.
Air, that is being studied to see what kind of effects. Those things are already pretty much studied here all the time, regardless of
Right.
disasters.
Right. That's why we have the signs on the beaches and things like that, because it is studied.
Yeah.
Right. So
Absolutely.
And the reason why I ask is because it's a hot topic right now.
Oh, for sure.
And people have questions. And my job isn't to always be comfortable, it's to be uncomfortable and ask that hard question. And
I think the community deserves to know. I
Right.
completely agree. Yeah, but we don't have the latest information to be able to tell you.
and that's not the
right
focus
now.
of today's event either.
Correct.
That's
yeah.
that's the other reason why I said I will only have one hard question.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
now that we got it out of the way, people
And
heard
that's
you.
good. That's
you
good.
know.
It's good to have questions.
That's
yeah.
So
Yeah.
By the way, we just saw an endangered rail. We just saw a Ridgway's rail. If anyone else has spotted, yep, that might still be the Saurus. That's a Saurus rail right along the water there. So if you see a little tiny bird,
the bird. Okay. Okay.
that's the cousin of an endangered bird that we have out here. If you sit here long enough, we'll likely see another Ridgway's. The Saurus are a lot smaller, and it doesn't look like a juvenile because it's got all sorts of awesome
There's
tickets
one
on its
right here
back
by the
and its
side.
color and its bead.
Yeah, see him? He's just chilling right there, hanging out.
You can walk down here if you want to get a closer
Yeah,
shot.
yeah. I appreciate it.
Uh-huh.
It's a great time to be here because we're
You guys see him right there? Just hanging out.
fully high tide, and the stream is totally full, and we don't have much light. You don't really see it. But you might see bigger birds in the wind. You might see the fishing birds, like the terns and the skippers coming through. They do. I don't know. But like, that's what I think of if I think
Eventually, I would like to get out of my current job. It's not that bad, but yeah.
There's someone right over there too, just like hanging out.
That's where I actually heard about her person that had lost a couple months ago. But Jesse was saying he was just the rail. What? Fishing. Yeah. It was a
So he's just walking around.
not expensive and
Putting on a show.
You get him in it?
I'm gonna get it, but I still shoot for the dark one, or you shoot for the dark kind of thing, so like how high, make sure I can at least get my bachelor's.
It's got good markings. It's got white on its cheeks, nice dark head. So it's got its adult.
But I know it's hard to where they have the
I've like these so good. I'm like, I want to move forward, but I know there's more.
Oh. I was trying to do it slow.
That was awesome. Oh my god, looks so cool beside. The court. There was Sora over here.
Funny, they're like Canada geese when they fly.
Está más chiquito. Pues yo no sé, pero ahí estaba.
But yeah, he's a lot bigger than the.
Sí, están bien bonitos y gorditos y chiquitos. A ver si sale otra vez. Se parece al rascón, pero más chiquitito. Espérame.
You heard the same rumor I have about the yellow primate herons.
Well, that was cool. We got a little close up.
They showed up like right after Katrina.
Let's try to go to the end over here.
But like an explosion of them came after
Excuse me?
Katrina. I think they got blown over. So we know the night heron.
Nice little trip, huh?
For sure.
It's got a little funky smell out here, but that's just composition of the organic material most of the time. I mean, I do composting and stuff like that. I've been swimming in this water all my life. You can't scare me.
I hope that's supposed to be the birds talking and not you.
You guys saw better with the binoculars?
Yeah.
Got a view.
Very good. These are willets right here.
Okay.
Yeah. So they're part of, they're pretty much year round in San Diego.
Uh-huh.
So we've got some pelicans flying over there. A lot of sandpipers, all those little birds flying, those little bird flocks.
Oh, nice.
Sandpipers. Let's see. Yeah, those are the big ones right now. These are cormorants right up here. Making a flyby. I called them in special for you guys.
Right. Do you guys do data collection with that
I
site
don't
out there?
know who that belongs to, but I'd probably like the USGS probably is doing it, or San Diego State. One of
Okay.
them, yeah, maybe together.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah, these are all sandpipers flying over here.
So I asked them, right, and I'll ask you the hard question. What is this system's effect to the wastewater problem from the Tijuana River and the issues that everybody knows? Do you have like answers, or not answers, but information that could help educate people on what the effects are here locally?
Right. So all the pollution, all the sewage that's coming through the Tijuana River into San Diego, that's affecting our waterways here. It's making the water anoxic, which means there's no oxygen in it, so it's really hard for fish to breathe, and that's going to affect the food chain from the fish all the way upward. A lot of the invertebrates we don't see here anymore that we used to see because the water, again, doesn't have any oxygen in it. And again, that's really going to affect the seabirds as well as migratory birds. So we're in September right now. The migrating birds, the geese and the ducks, will start coming in at the end of the month, early October. And they're affected by it too. You know, they have to live in this sewage water. They have to breed in this sewage water. Come spring, their babies will be running around in the sewage water. So yeah, there's a lot of environmental impacts that, you know, whether it's the state or whether it's federal, they really need to fix the problem now. Not wait another year, not wait another 3 years. They should have fixed it 3 years ago.
Right. And it's just being brought more to light right now, and that's why
that's what we're doing. This California biodiversity is, we're trying to document all the species that have to survive here, and maybe we'll see some species if we look back at the data that are no longer here. We have to analyze the data, but right now we're in the process of collecting it, and then we can look at it later and say, this is what's happening.
Perfect. Yeah, no. Is like, aside of your position at Southwestern and all that, is there a personal take that you may have on being a local here and what you feel about the area?
Yeah, so the sewage problem is it's an environmental justice issue, it's a public health issue, it's a social justice issue. There are a lot of homes here, and you can just smell the sewage. In the grocery store at Vaughn's down the road. By the freeway, you can smell the sewage all the way down there, so they're not even by the ocean, they're probably 3 miles inland. And then all the homes that are there, all the residential, they have to smell that. Everyone that works here, even at the Tijuana Visitor Center, Tijuana Estuary Visitor Center, they have to work in this smell, which is probably, like I said, a public health issue.
Is that going to be a stop on the trip today, the center, or is that near here?
We are not going to the center today, but
okay.
You're more than welcome. It's free. It's open, I think, every day, so you're more than welcome to go there. Yeah.
Okay, but they are open today.
They are open
if I
today,
left, I could stop by there.
Absolutely, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Maybe I'll try to leave early
Okay.
and do that.
Okay.
Yeah. Just so people can get the full experience of of why they should come down here.
Absolutely, yeah, definitely, yeah.
So that was my one hard one, and I appreciate you being
no
honest with everybody. It's not a gotcha. I just want to know what you think.
Yeah,
and get your voice out to people.
Well, I teach microbiology, so you know we study the bacteria, the pathogens that are in this type of water. E. coli, Salmonella, Proteus, Shigella. So, you know, I talk about this in my microbiology class. I talk about my general biology class when we go over environmental issues.
Yeah. I do horticulture, so by the microbiology or the pathogens, or you know, it's in every garden. You always have to worry about these things, but most people don't even think about that
like
part
the
of
fungus
it.
And the rust.
Yeah. So, you know, having oversaturation of anything is bad.
Absolutely.
And so, you know...
Well, you don't ever want saturation of any sort with sewage. I mean...
Right.
It needs to be clean before it goes into the ocean. Yeah. Because, like I said, all the animals have to live in that.
That's it. And there's so many common things that a lot of people think, oh, we're politically charged or whatever, but it's not like that for us locals. We really see the same picture.
So you know, you can't come in contact with the water. Even, you know, the ocean's right over here, about a quarter of a mile away, and you can't swim in the ocean. So, but you can up in La Jolla, you can in Mission Bay, but here you can't. So the people that are living down here, they're adversely affected because they can't swim in the ocean. You know, everyone should have that right to swim in the ocean.
And as far as it goes back to when I was a kid, we were swimming in it, and there just wasn't signs and anything like that. And
well, up until about 4 years ago, or 3.5 years ago, you could jump into the ocean, but not anymore. You know?
Right. So, but those are the things we're trying to bring people's awareness to, and even beyond. Do you speak Spanish as well?
No, I'll go.
No, that's
I'm trying to learn, but
no, that's cool. That's cool. I just wanted to, you know, if we could get us in.
Yeah.
I'll have her do a little translation with you before I take off.
Yeah.
I had her do a segment for the other people, so I want to let your voice get said to other demographics. So. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. So does this go all the way around, or?
Does it go all the way
like
around?
just over to here and then comes
no,
back?
I think it's going to end, so we have to walk back. Yeah.
All right.
Did you get that?
Let's walk. You guys see the V? I can barely even see him in my picture.
I don't know if you want to see a map of there's a trail that goes up the middle, but it doesn't cross the water there. So the only way to go back north is to go back the way we came, which is along
they got the waterways. Okay. Oh yeah, sweet. Thank you. You know, and this is what we call home, so it's always nice to come out here and show you guys. You know, we gotta do fun stuff too. And believe it or not, I enjoy taking pictures and video. So you could put me anywhere and I'm gonna have fun. I'm hoping some of these pictures come out good. I mean, they look good. So yeah, if I can, what time is it? Let me check my phone here. Yeah, we'll see what time she heads back, and then we'll see if we can make it to their headquarters right around the corner, and I'll get you guys pictures of that. Because you know, they're gonna be out here until 11, so if you still want to come down, there's still plenty of time. You could just walk down the road here, join on in. I wore sandals, but probably wear some boots and you could get in deeper and find some stuff, you know. I'll just give you one of them. I can't see my screen.
Kind of popping in and out of the grass. So there's
on
kind
the
of
side right there?
Yeah, so there's kind of
Okay.
like that one piece of grass that's reflecting the light. It's kind of in between there.
Oh, I
Keeps
see.
popping in and out.
Okay, okay.
It's California Ridgway's rail.
All right.
Endangered, one of California's endangered species, federally and state listed.
So it's good to like capture that they're still in the area and try to see how many there could be.
So that's an important one. And then this site in particular, they've been doing a lot of reintroductions for quite a while now.
And that's like where they have captured and then they bring him here and do releases?
Yes.
Okay, okay. Wow. I wish I could zoom you guys in. I'll bring the better camera next time. I'm sorry, guys, but I got pictures coming, so you guys will see all the pictures when I post
Yeah,
them.
I mean, hey, we've got some great sightings so far.
Oh, yeah. I thought I was going to take pictures of more plants, and it's more birds.
It's wildlife refuge.
Right, right. He's like the star of the show. Look, here's some flying right here. Man, they're moving so quick. Oh. Don't fall over, please. I can zip you guys in. Trying to get an action shot.
Standing on the stick is our giant dinosaur bird. I'm seeing the great blue heron.
If someone wants to slide over, what angle you guys?
Well, no, the one closest to us is a yellow crown. The one furthest is, yeah, big old great blue. Yes.
Take a walk over onto the inside.
Like this. Sage stuff plants, right? So you'll see it in sage and lemonade. They make this little zigzag. Like they sit in the middle of it, but there's like these little zigzags that come out, and I don't know if those are some Warren Bird.
You got the right idea. Take a seat.
Stick the seed. Watch with my binoculars.
Yeah. All right, guys. Here else. They flew right at me. I like doing that. Whoa. Why do you want to keep leaning? Please stop. Trying to get some pictures of like the back looking to the city. I'll make sure I'm not stepping on nothing. All right, water time. We're gonna head to the center.
And then we can also do drop off one group and then I can come back, whichever. We'll work it out. We won't leave anybody behind, I promise you that. But if anybody does want to leave now, but don't feel like forced to leave.
Was there anyone that wanted to say a word to the camera real quick to the San Diego residents? Because I was gonna check out their center and head out, but I always want to give you guys a chance to voice your opinions.
Can I share something?
Yes, of course.
Okay, so hello everybody. Not sure who else is out there, but we do have a lot of events coming up. If you want to be involved, share in the fun. We have various events. Look at the Tijuana Estuary website. That's where some of on the events calendar, that's where you'll find out all the other events happening here. Also at U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service, we have our own website. So we manage 4 refuges, by the way, which I didn't mention initially. This being one of them, so you can look for Tijuana SLU, National Wildlife Refuge, and then click the events section, and then that's where you see other events happening. And like I mentioned earlier, Latino Conservation Week is coming up. We have a big event happening September 21 at the Chula Vista Marina Bayfront Park from 9 to 1. We're going to be out there. There's going to be a ton of partners that are into conservation, like San Diego Bird Alliance, the Cabrillo National Monument, I believe, and just so many other organizations out there. So come and join in the fun, and yeah, so check out our events. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you so much. We appreciate transparent government and getting out and involving the community. Thank you so much. That's it.
All right.
What's your site again?
It's Chula Vista Live Data. I have a little cheap one right now, but here's a way for you guys to
thank you so much.
check it out. And you'll be able to get like a copy of your video. And here's a couple more just in case people want them.
Sure.
So,
Alrighty.
I appreciate you guys.
Thank you.
And you guys,
She's heading out right now.
yeah, I'm going. So you guys have a good day. Thank you.
Bye. Have a good one.
All right. Take care. So we'll do one more of the group shot. There we go. So yeah, this was a fun little event, you guys. We're not all politics. We like to have fun too. And so I'm gonna take you guys to the main office now. I figure it would be better to get a little more content on their building. You know, it's fun being out here with them, don't get me wrong. I had a good time. And I definitely recommend everybody head on out here, right? So, if you're not in San Diego and you're in a different state or a different county of California, make sure to pay attention to these events that go on in your neighborhood and give them a try. It doesn't hurt to just get out there and be a part of the community. It costs nothing. It's like being nice, right? It costs nothing. And you can have as much fun as you want. And there's no one here telling me I'm wrong, or, you know, there's no fighting. You know, it's a nice place. We're trying to dispel the myths of San Diego and how divided people think we could be, and we're not. That's just not who we are as San Diegans. That's not who we are as Americans. So I've gone to plenty of nature centers and you know, being in the Boy Scouts and Cub Scouts, and we used to do a lot of outdoor activities. Getting older, I stopped doing as much, right? And this costs me nothing to come out here and show you guys a good time, on top of the fact that I have a good time. So I might be able to get home or have a coffee before my meeting instead of being hustle and bustle. So that's why I agreed to leave early. But I mean, this is beautiful, you guys. Like, there's no reason why you should come out here and enjoy what's right down the street from your house. Come out here, take some pictures, share it with your family and friends, and if you can, make it to the next event and come and show these people support, because they work really hard with what they're doing. They're very knowledgeable, and I know they care about this, so we should always support the people who are doing all the work, and you could get out here and do the work with them. So I'm gonna go ahead and was there anything you wanted to say in the car? Or do you want to put a last thing? Or
I really appreciate that you guys are following along and interested in the messaging that he's getting out there, and interested in following what you can learn on these live streams. And it's been a really fun day. We do get challenging questions all the time, and we embrace them and really stay positive and make a good experience for everybody while we're here.
And we're gonna head to the center, so that way we can show the live stream more of what's going on
at the visitor center.
Yeah, so that way I can give the whole aspect of today.
Very cool.
So that's where we're going to be headed. So stay tuned. We'll be right back with you.